an answer to that.
Let me think for a sec.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's a lit Friday night. I didn't say we get lit.
You're welcome.
Are you a dog person or a cat person?
I always grew up with both dogs and cats, and so I would say I'm most comfortable with a house full of all of them. What is your favorite thing to do on a Friday night after work?
Rosie, don't. Well, actually, that's pretty easy. She knows the answer to that question. I go home and wait for my wife to come home from work, and we make a nice meal. We open a bottle of wine, we sit in front of the fireplace, and we listen to old music from the 70s and 80s from when we were in school. And we sit there and try and outdo each other about who can come up with the coolest song from our past. Like kids, they walk around behind us like, oh, this music sucks. But it doesn't suck. It's like Journey and Air Supply and Kiss and Blondie. It's good stuff.
Wow, that is a lit Friday night.
It's a lit Friday night. I didn't say we get lit. I said we get a bottle of wine and we sit by the fire. 5 reasons why you love Kevin Smith.
5 reasons I love Kevin Smith. Kevin and Kevin are very close together. I like his name. He's a funny guy. I mean, I really hope he doesn't see this when it airs, but I think he's a funny guy. He's an okay actor. He's a pretty good actor as well. He cooks. Apparently, he hasn't cooked for me yet, but apparently he's a great cook. And he's a family man.
Hello there.
You know, I kind of talked to him about his family, and I kind of dig that, you know, he's a salt-of-the-earth family man, and I like that about him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My question for the next person is simple. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would? Huh? How much? Well, the answer to that is very easy. The answer is infinity, because all a woodchuck does is chuck wood, and he's never stopping. If you were coming through Hope Valley and stopped to have a conversation with some of the townfolk, and your horse took a plop in the middle of the street, do you think you would acknowledge it or ignore it?
If I was in a conversation and my horse plopped, I would definitely acknowledge it. Maybe apologize, because I'm Canadian. Apologize for the horse doing its thing that's so natural. And then I would excuse myself to go clean it up. My question for you is, what did you have for breakfast and what do you want for lunch?
Okay, Kayla, what did I have for breakfast? I'm gonna be really honest. I had a reheated double-baked almond croissant from Small Victory Bakery, which is really weird because I fast most mornings, but this morning I went to get my coffee and I smelled the almond croissant and I'm like, what would go better with my coffee than this almond croissant reheated in the oven? What am I gonna have for lunch? Always tons of veggies, as many veggies as I can get on the plate with olive oil on them and stuff. And then some kind of, if they don't have fish, then I don't eat meat. So I'll sometimes have a little bit of fish. Would you rather swim in that lake, the man-made beautiful pond out there, for 90 seconds, you gotta go in it when it's cold, or eat the pickled deviled egg from the Mercantile that's been in there from season 1? You're welcome.
If I had the choice between jumping into the Hope Valley Lake in November or consuming one of the pickled eggs in the Mercantile, both of which are not great options, I would definitely have to go with jumping in the lake because I don't think I could stomach a pickle. Those things have been there for years. And by the way, being a pregnant actress, I would not be consuming something that has been sitting on a shelf as a prop for so many years. We will absolutely be jumping in the November cold waters. What is your least favorite dish to eat at the cafe in Hope Valley?
I think my least favorite thing to eat at the cafe would have to be the chicken pot pie. So usually when we are in there is food there for us to eat, but the actors do a lot of fake eating. We just don't want to risk it with food that's been sitting out for 5 hours or longer. So we just do the miming with the fork. Actually, you know who's very good at it is Kevin. Very good at it.
And garlic in these mashed potatoes?
If we planned a murder mystery party, the cast of One Calls the Heart, who would have done it?
If there was going to be a murder mystery party, the killer would have been me. I mean, I don't think there's any question about that. That's just happening. I mean, come on. I've made my career out of bad guy in a suit. I'm totally the killer. It definitely has to be me. My body count is ridiculous. I'm definitely the killer. If you were going to impersonate a drag diva, who would it be?
Of course you would ask that, of course you would. If I had to portray a drag diva, it would be Meryl Streep, the queen, right there. I have this little game I've been doing for the last 4 Halloweens where originally I was supposed to go with a group of my friends and we were all gonna be different characters of Meryl Streep, but they all bailed. So every Halloween, I'm a different character of Meryl Streep has played, so it fits perfectly for me. I'm already doing it, so there you go. Last year was her from Doubt. I was her as a nun, and the year before that was Margaret Thatcher. Before that was Julia Child.
You should have seen the way those men looked at me.
If you had to choose someone on our cast, other than who you're paired up with, who would you choose to be your love interest?
Well, thank you for that question, Aaron. If I could choose someone as Elizabeth's love interest other than Nathan or Lucas, I would choose the great love of her life, Baby Jack, and would only be interested in loving Baby Jack.
She did it.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in season 7.